Hi guys, so today is the 21st, Saturday. We have the last day that the sun is in Virgo today. Our moon is in Taurus still. And it being Saturday, and Saturday being ruled by Saturn, and Saturn ruling Capricorn and Aquarius, this is an incredibly earthy day, I feel like, because you have the Virgo sun, the Taurus moon, and it's Saturday, right? So I feel like this is a day to really get things done, really get to the point about stuff. I'm noticing in the way I'm communicating with you guys that I didn't even like do any like real greeting. I just kind of got right into it, right? So very productive, snappy energy, I feel like. Yeah, that's kind of like all I'm really getting about the day. So I feel like we're going to just kind of move right into the tarot right away, and from there move right into the oracle cards very much right away. So let me just do this really quickly. I write down my timestamps every single time I pause just to make it easier. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it and see what we have here today. So what do we need to know today, Spirit? I can see from here that's the Ace of Cups, so hold on, let me show it to you. All right, it is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So I'm gonna set that down for now, and I will get into it once I lay all the cards down. So was an opportunity today. Okay, so the opportunity today is the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Love to see that because we've been getting the Five of Cups in the pitfall portion of our readings for the last few days. And I know the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups are two different things, but they are incredibly similar, right? So happy to see that. All right, in the pitfall, what pitfall to avoid? We have the Two of Swords. Really, really interesting considering that I believe we have the Two of Swords reversed in yesterday's vibration. And this isn't even the same deck. I'm using a different deck for this one. But there's a lot of resonance from one day to the next, and that's just reassuring to me as a reader, right? And I'm sure reassuring to you guys as a viewer. So let's go ahead and get into the vibration. I'm also noticing we so far have one of each element. That is way too many cards, Spirit. We're not using all of that. Lord, hold on. All right, let's try again, Spirit. What is the vibration today? Saturday the 21st. King of Swords in the reverse. Interesting. Okay. So, with the Ace of Cups in the reverse for what we need to know today, there is a feeling of disappointment when it comes to something that we had a lot of emotional attachment to. Nothing that's been ongoing. It's kind of like the feeling of like you go out on a date with somebody and you have a really great time and they say they're going to call you and then they never call you. And in fact, when you try to reach out to them, it's crickets, right? And that disappointment, right? So there's something of disappointment coming up today. And it's nothing that's been an ongoing situation necessarily. Like it's not a huge level of disappointment. It's just like, oh, okay, that didn't work out. That's kind of shitty. But I feel like it works so well having the Five of Pentacles in reverse in the opportunity section, because in the reverse, the Five of Pentacles is us being like, cool, I'm not going to pay attention to what I don't have. I'm not paying attention to what I don't have. I'm paying attention to what I do have, which is where it's really similar to the Five of Cups energy, okay? You're either going to be actually coming out of a place of insecurity. Like, it could very well be that, like, this person, you know, ghosts you, whatever, or like you were hoping to get a house and escrow falls through or something like that. Things like that, right? And you're like, that's fine. It clearly wasn't mine. And to have that mindset of, this clearly wasn't mine, this person clearly wasn't mine, this home clearly wasn't mine, so on and so forth, you're leaving room for what is yours to come in, okay? With the Two of Swords in the up hand for the pitfall, don't be in two minds about things just because you want something to work out, right? See the thing that isn't working out, recognize it, accept it, release it. That way you can focus fully on the things that are coming towards you, on the things that are working out. Because if we're so distracted by the thing that we want, but it's not presenting itself to us, we're incapable of seeing the things that are trying to present themselves to us. And even if we can see them and we're kind of like, oh, but like, I want this thing, it makes it harder for us to appreciate what's getting presented, just because we have a hard time truly seeing it in all of its beauty, right? For the vibration today, we have the King of Swords in the reverse. So we're not, despite all this earth energy, we're maybe not really in our logical minds. We're not, we're too focused, I feel like, on what we wanted to really, we're having a hard time moving forward because we're so focused on what we wanted. We're not, again, we're not being logical. We're not being as observant as we could be. Things of that nature. So yeah, just allow the disappointment to happen, observe it, and be like, cool, I'm not going to try and force this. I'm not going to try and change it. It is what it is, right? So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on to the oracle portion of the reading today, and we'll see what we have for you guys. Use your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign. If there's a different planet that resonates with you really strongly for this reading, use that. This is your reading, so timestamps are down below, and I will see you in a minute. Good morning, Aries, and welcome to your reading today. We are going to be using the Sacred Rebel Oracle cards. These, I'm still getting used to these cards. They're huge. They're so beautiful though, but they're big. Oh my god. Okay. What oracle message do we have for you, Aries? What oracle message do we have for you today? Come on. There we go. Okay, make sure it's YouTube appropriate. Yes, it is. They're not all YouTube appropriate. You have card number 37, focus on the light. I shit you not. This is practically the message of, like, this is practically the original tarot message. Focus on the light. Sunflowers could be a symbol for you at this time. I'm seeing a lot of really tall trees like pine and redwoods, and you see how it kind of like, if you look at it from far away, it looks like an iris as well. I'm thinking of like when you stand out in the sun on like not a super hot day, but like you're just standing in a clearing and you're letting yourself take in the sunlight, and you close your eyes and you're noticing like the way it feels on your skin and the scent. Because sun rays, like, they have a scent. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. There is a scent to sun, right? And just letting it fill you up, right? That is something I'm getting. So maybe, you know, if it's sunny where you are and things aren't going your way, go chill in the sunshine. You're Aries, for God's sake. You're a fire sign. Like, that's, you totally recharge in sun. Trust me. Go try it out if you don't believe me. We're gonna take a big peek at the book and see what we have here. So the book talks about how light is attracted to the intentions inside of our heart. And letting go of resistance, letting go of like the need to totally control things and the refusal to flow, right? Oh God, this is a very long passage. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to kind of scan it for what sticks out to me. A service-oriented business becomes very successful financially and gains considerable commercial power, which can be used to help promote its message or assist other organizations in gaining exposure to the public. Of course, that power could be used in less pure ways, such as boosting personal ego rather than promoting the agenda of the heart. Success being a mirror. So like, oh, okay, so like, say you do have a venture, say you do have something that you're working on, and it is like, there's a commercial level to the success that you could be experiencing. Success could be a mirror in terms of like your lack of success. Like if you feel like you're lacking success, it could actually be pointing to ways in which you have an attitude about yourself and your ability to be successful and your ability to achieve things. That's the other thing I'm getting here. And just like how sunflowers will like physically point themselves. I mean, all flowers do this, but sunflowers, it's so obvious. Like when they're pointing themselves to the sun to get as much light as they can, pointing yourself, pivoting yourself towards what you need nurturing wise in order to get the most benefit. That is all I have for you, Aries. Thank you for coming to your reading. I know this one's a little lengthy. And I will see you again soon. Have a great day today. Bye. Good morning, Taurus, and welcome to your reading. Gonna see what oracle message we have for you today. Making sure it's appropriate. You have card number 33, Heaven Sent. I don't know if you can like see all the little details in that mandala around her head. So today might be a day that if you can like get yourself to accept what is going on, you can kind of like almost close your eyes and receive downloads about why this happened and what is actually meant for you, right? Some of you also might want to work with angels or have angel guides that you want to work with, as well as potentially ancestors. Even if it's something as small as like asking your guides to like give you a sign as to like what is for you. So like I feel like for you, you're not struggling with accepting what is, but maybe you're struggling a little bit with trying to figure out, okay, well then what direction do I go in, right? I'm going to take a peek at the book and see what it says. I was super attracted to using this deck, but I'm not as familiar with it. And I've been pulling cards that I've never seen before. So... a spiritual gift is something that happens through grace. So you could be actually gaining a spiritual gift. Let yourself be helped. Assistance is coming your way, so act on it and say yes. Your healing process, which I'm going to share with you, it's incredibly short. Say, through unconditional love, I now accept the spiritual gifts that are bestowed upon me with complete trust and gratitude. So be it. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of all you really need from that oracle. Like, just allowing yourself to be open, listen to your intuition, ask your guides for messages, and maybe do that healing practice really quick. That is all I have for you, Taurus. Thank you for coming to your reading, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a great day today. Bye. Good morning, Gemini, and welcome to your reading. Let's see what we have for you today. Okay. I'm going to take the top card, especially because it has a little, not quite twins, but you get the idea, right? So it's card number 35. It says conscious connections on it. There's little koi fish right there in the background. And the only color being presented is orange. So maybe orange is an important color for you today. Maybe it's your favorite color. There could also be a message that you need to work on your sacral chakra to help you release things. Like maybe there's something deeper within that's like, so say maybe the disappointment that you had experienced today. It's part of a longer pattern. Maybe not with the same exact person or the same exact situation, but it's a pattern of similar situations kind of thing happening. So you may be like doing some releasing through your sacral chakra. That is sometimes where a lot of our trauma gets stored. So that could be something that you need to do. With conscious connections, I feel like you're being asked today to like lean into the people who are tried and true in your circle. So like whether that be like your mom's your best friend, you have a really close aunt, a childhood friend that you've known for 20 years, a partner that you have, your dog, but really leaning into those connections today, and not just to talk about what happened. Certainly talk about what happened if you need to, but also just like focusing on those today. Spending time with those people, doing something fun with them, making new memories. There's a lot of warmth that can be gained through that. And a lot of like, it's a really easy way to like help us restore hope in certain ways. I'm gonna take a peek at the book and see what else it says. We are not here to judge each other, just to love, to be loved, and to let go of those that cannot accept us as hyphen. Those are my cards. Those are not for your bet. Speaking of pets, I know you guys can't see my cat, but he jumped up here. I don't know if you guys could hear him, like hear the table creak when he got up here. That's fine, I'm reading right now anyway. To be loved and to let go of those that cannot accept us as we open up to those who can. This oracle brings guidance for you to trust in the sanctity of the connections in your life. Also, being willing to express your true feelings. That's another thing that this oracle talks about. So that is what I have for you today, Gemini. Thank you for coming to your reading, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye. Hi, baby. I know. Hi, Cancer. Good morning. Welcome to the oracle portion of your read today. We are being joined by Finn. And let's see what we have for you. Oh. I'm sorry. It's not letting me shuffle. Okay, baby, you're right in the way. Come here. Ooh, I know, you're such a heifer. Okay. Lord. Anywho, wow. All right. Interesting. We have Focus on the Light, which is card number 37. Aries also got this card. So sunflowers could be symbols for you, trees, redwoods. For you, I'm getting slightly different sensations. For you, I'm actually feeling the need to like go out into the forest and breathe in that really fresh air, especially like if you can get to the mountains easily, how clean that air is, right? So I'm gonna go into the book and see if something different sticks out in the passages than what stuck out to me for Aries. It is best to stay focused on your pure heart and intentions. Just allow all else to happen of its own accord without making it mean anything too personal. Yeah, that definitely resonates with like disappointment. Knowing that it's not personal, knowing that like getting into the practice of saying this is happening for me. Nothing is happening to you, it's happening for you. And that's so hard to remember in the moment, but like think back on things that have happened that you were not a fan of at the moment, and see if you can think of ways in which those instances actually served you in the long run. And when you think about that and when you allow yourself to become aware of that, it makes it a lot easier to know as things happen, like knowing that there is a greater purpose to something, you just don't know it yet. And that can help ground your emotions and help make it easier to accept what is going on, even if you don't like it. So I'm also going to go into your healing process, actually. Okay. Imagine that a huge sunflower is following the sun from sunrise to sunset. Imagine a golden arc of light being created by the gently moving head of the sunflower. That arc of light flips upside down to become a vessel filled with golden energy that drops down like a rainfall of energy from the golden orb of the sun. Imagine you can bathe in the vessel of golden energy. It feels good. Stay with that good feeling and let it settle in your heart. In your own time, just open your eyes. You have completed your healing process. All right. That is all I have for you, Cancer. Thank you for coming to your reading, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a great day today. Bye. Good morning, Leo, and welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at what oracle card we have for you today. Okay. you have card number 38, Restore and Replenish. So we have a bit of a leaf and seashell mandala going on here. And this person is sleeping in the fetal position. They almost look like they could almost fit into a flower, or if you've ever seen animations or images where like flowers open up and there's like fairies inside of them. They did that, they did an animation like that in Ferngully towards the end after they defeated the bad guy, Hexus. And then Krista, like everyone thought she was dead, and then she turned out to actually just be sleeping in the flower. And they found that out when it opened up. Maybe that's that movie. Maybe that movie. I almost said song. That's weird. Maybe that movie has messages for you, or maybe, because I did almost say song, maybe for some of you, you just need to rock with the soundtrack. The soundtrack's pretty good, honestly. Tim Curry singing Toxic Love. It's yeah. Anyway, so let's see. Restore and replenish. So I feel like today is a day, Leo, for you to just kind of like take the day off. That's sort of been a message today for a lot of the zodiac so far, is like, take the day off and do something that you know you enjoy. Do something that like you know is going to make you feel better, rather than allowing yourself to dwell on what didn't go the way you wanted it to go. Let me take a peek at the book and see what sticks out to me about the passage. I don't read all these passages for this one just because they're so long. Like, it would take me a solid 5 minutes just to get through the passage alone, much less everything else. So restore and replenish. Okay. You need some variety, some spice, some change to bring fresh energy into your body, mind, and heart. You need to restore and revive yourself by changing the usual flow of energy through your being. You could stimulate this process by going to a different place, meeting different people, taking different action to what you would usually do. That's an interesting, actually for you, Leo, that would be a really, really great suggestion. Since you're such a social sign, right? You're a very social sign, and you enjoy being, you know, looked at, which is nothing wrong with that. Going to a place that's not one of your normal haunts, that could actually, like, if your confidence has taken a hit, that could actually be really replenishing. Ooh, notice what colors feel good. Ooh. I'm almost imagining someone doing, like, going through their closet and, like, pulling out their most luxurious clothes and just, like, doing a little bit of a photo shoot to remind themselves how hot they are. That's, yeah. That's... I'm just, like, sitting with the phrase, notice what colors feel good. Because it didn't say look good, feel good. Maybe doing, like... maybe if you have like lights that turn colors, or a projector, like a projector lamp, and it has different settings, like figure out which setting like resonates with you, and just lay in your room and just let yourself be in that light and listen to music or whatever. But yeah, that's all I have for you today, Leo. Thank you for coming to your reading, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye. Hi Virgo, and welcome to your reading. We're going to see what oracle message we have for you today. This card's sticking out. Visions of life beyond death, card number 44. There's so many birds on that card. There's a peacock, there's an owl, that's either a crow or a raven. So birds could be a symbol for you today, or they could be a symbol for you in general. visions of life beyond death. You could be like getting really into learning about different kinds of afterlife or ideas about karmic cycles. You could be like getting downloads that you are in the middle of a karmic cycle, and that's part of what is happening, that there's a lesson that you need to learn that you didn't even learn in the last life. So that's why like maybe this disappointment is part of a cycle of other disappointments. And it's pointing to something that you need to heal so that you don't take it into the life after this one. What was once considered consequential, may soon be found to hold little consequence after all. This realization doesn't remove the pain of the loss. It does provide a way through which it can be healed and eventually transformed into peace. Hopefully none of you recently lost someone, and if you did, I'm sorry. Truly. This oracle comes with the additional guidance for you. You are being watched over by life and held in protection. I call upon the universal eye to show me the most helpful way to see the situation of concern now. So like really calling out to the universe, trying to connect with the universe to figure out like, oh, some of you could be doing ancestor work. There was another sign where they were being, where one of the things that could be going on was that they were needing to ask their ancestors for guidance. You might have to actually do ancestral work, or you already do work with your ancestors. I just heard the word ofrenda, which is hopefully I don't, like, I'm not part of that culture, so like hopefully I don't butcher the explanation. But basically it's an ancestral altar. It's typically put up during the Day of the Dead, but like maybe some of you need to like put up an ancestral altar, and they don't have to be like complicated. It could be like a collage picture frame that's like dedicated to loved ones that have passed on. I'm even imagining like black and white photos, like just so it has that extra, you know, oldness to it. But yeah, that is all I have for you, Virgo. Thank you for coming to your reading today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day today. Bye. Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. Let's see what oracle card we have for you today. This is, normally I have an easier time with your sun. This one. Okay. We have card number 2, Inner Trust. So this card I'm actually fairly familiar with, unlike a lot of the other ones. So Inner Trust is about turning off the voices around us, paying no attention to the voices around us or the fear of what others think, and learning to unveil the layers of self that we think that we have to have in order to be around other people, taking off the layers of self that are not actually authentic to us and revealing a far more authentic version, and just trusting that like the people who are for us are going to be attracted to the vibration of our authenticity. So for some of you, if this disappointment has to do with like another person, there could be a temptation to figure out like ways that we can like become less in order to bring that person in, and that is no way to live. That is no way to live. That is no way to be in connection with another person. You don't need to be less for anybody. You also don't need to be more of anything for anybody. You just need to be you, exactly as you are. And I guarantee you, there is somebody who's going to think the sun shines out your ass, okay? There's always somebody. But it's a lot harder to truly appreciate the people who think the sun shines out our asses if we don't think the sun shines out our asses. Like, and I get it, like I used to struggle really, really badly with like needing approval and affirmation and all this shit. And now I really like look at a person's behavior with me. Like, if I'm like vetting multiple guys and like trying to figure out like who do I want to date, like if you're not trying to be up my ass, like that's bye. Like you need to be trying to be up my ass, because I know how I'm gonna be if I decide I want to be with you. I'm gonna be very equally like just all about you. So you need to bring that energy as well. Golden Retriever energy. We are about Golden Retriever energy. And in any point in life, we're in any connection, we're about Golden Retriever energy. Like, we don't waste our time with like that cranky uncle who just like thinks we're dumb. We don't waste time with friends that think we're lame. Those aren't friends. We don't try to get the approval of bosses that like just want to pour more and more work onto us and don't recognize what we do for them. We don't go after romantic partners who don't think we're shit. Like, we don't do any of that. So that is all I have for you today, Libra. Thank you for coming to your reading today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye. Hi, Scorpio, and welcome to your reading. We're going to see what oracle card we have for you today. Okay, that was quick. We have She Feels, She Knows. There's a peacock feather in her hair, so maybe peacocks or peacock feathers are a symbol for you. This is card number 22. I'm pretty sure this is about like tapping into your divine feminine energy, whether you are a man or a woman or non-binary or gender fluid. Tapping into the part of your energy that you recognize as feminine, emotive, soft, nurturing, intuitive, those things. Really tapping into that in order to have a more complete understanding of what is going on around you. For some of you, I feel like, and this just makes a lot of sense for you, Scorpio. I feel like for you, it's not a disappointment in terms of like getting ghosted or a home falls through or like someone isn't calling you or whatever. I feel like for you, it's more that someone is selling you a line of shit. And that's what the disappointment is. The disappointment is the fact that you know it's a line of shit. And just like not letting yourself get distracted by the fact that this person is selling you a line of shit, or this company is selling you a line of shit, or what have you. We're gonna peek in the book and just see what sticks out to me about the passage. Ooh, what's this? This is part of the healing process, but this is actually like, I'm just gonna do half of it because I feel like you don't need the other half. Forgive me if you disagree. If you feel like you want the whole thing, comment down below. I will make another video and do the whole thing, but I'm just gonna do the part that I think you need. When you are ready, say, I surrender to what is and to the loving fire of transformation, the light of which illuminates the present and manifests the future in the highest creative expression of unconditional love. Be with that inner light for several moments, then place as much of your intention as possible into your feet, feeling the connection to the ground beneath you. Feel the present moment and by being aware of the physical sensations of your feet. Feel their coolness or the warmth. Are they tingly, cold, or stiff and in need of some flexing and stretching? Move your feet as you wish, and in your own time, simply open your eyes, move around, and return to your day or evening. You have completed your healing process. The situation you find yourself in right now may not be one of joy, but in time you will understand more of the bigger picture. Yeah, so really feeling into that intuition. If there's any part of you saying something's off, well, something's off. Point blank, period. So that is all I have for you today, Scorpio. Thank you for coming to your reading, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye. Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have for today for you. Whoop. Oh, okay. You saw that, right? Okay, for you, we have card number 17. What is already with you? And it shows some butterflies there, so maybe butterflies are symbols for you today. So what is already with you is really about, again, kind of like we said in the tarot portion of the reading, paying attention to what you already have, but not what you already have in a physical sense. It's actually what you have in terms of you as a person. The things that you provide for yourself, the things that you bring to the table yourself. You, for example, don't need anyone else to make you laugh. You're funny as fuck. It's the vibe of like, why would I be impressed with XYZ when I can already do those things? Why am I impressed with that? It's that vibe. Let's get into the book a little bit and see what sticks out to me. Of course, there is unlimited creative potential and always something more that can be, yet in this instance, it is important for you to know that you already have what you need and what you want. That doesn't mean it's the end of the story, although it does ask you to give up the fantasy that a perfect solution lies in the future somewhere. So this is also about faith. Faith in self. Faith in the present moment. Being able to look at the present moment and seeing the beauty within it. Butterflies go through an insane amount of transformation between being a caterpillar and being a butterfly. Okay? And once you're a butterfly, you can no longer be a caterpillar again. You're flying around with your gorgeous ass wings and shit. You can't go back to like, you know, kind of your lazy girl era. You can't go back to like, I'm fat and happy and eating this goddamn leaf. Like, that's not your life anymore. So appreciating the time in which you are a caterpillar still. Appreciating the time in the chrysalis where you're just sleeping. Appreciating the time as a butterfly where you have these impressive wings. And you can just go wherever you want. All that you need in this moment is just one sweet act of nourishment. Self-nourishment. All right, so that is all I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you for coming to your reading, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye. Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading today. We're going to take a look at what oracle card we have for you. So for you, we have, I just got a random image of someone like getting up especially early to get work done. Okay. Oh, wow. So you have card number 30, and it says the perfection of your life. I haven't seen this card before, so we're going to peek around the book, but I would not be surprised if it was something to do with pride in the life which you have created, right? So let's go ahead and card number 30. It's funny because normally with this deck, I get a lot of the same 10 cards I've seen. During this reading, I've been getting all kinds of cards I've never seen before, and that's so exciting. Okay, so I'm not going to read the whole passage. I'm just going to read like what parts stick out to me. So too, there is a great beauty in your life now. However, at this point in the natural process, you may be experiencing it as anxiety-inducing rather than beautiful. You may sense it as internal chaos. You may feel it as something that is waiting to erupt from within, as a restlessness or anxiety that you cannot quite articulate, but sense vaguely nonetheless. You are currently enduring a cosmic spiritual storm which is having an impact on you. It is clearing things out, ruffling feathers, and preparing you for that lovely, super fresh, uplifting feeling that one experiences after the storm has finally passed. You are not forgotten. You have not been looked over. You have not been denied, found wanting, or rejected as unworthy. The storm that needs to erupt is in your own heart. Do your liberating rain dance. Rage, weep, pray, dance, paint, or sing. So yeah, maybe that image I got in my mind of someone getting up super early to be incredibly productive. Maybe Capricorn, you're funneling like all of your emotions into your productivity. And while that's incredibly noble and I respect that, you cannot ignore your feelings. It's good to do something useful with yourself. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's also good to simply let yourself express in a raw matter. And I think that's what you're being called to do at this time. Let yourself express things in a... I thought I felt something on me. That's weird. Let yourself express things in a really raw matter and release it. And know that what isn't coming towards you, it's not because you're unworthy of it, it's because there's in fact something better. The thing you thought you wanted is actually unworthy of you. That's what it is. So that is all I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you for coming to your reading today. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, Aquarius, and welcome to your reading. We're going to take a look at what we have for you, oracle card wise. Said that really awkwardly, I don't know why. Okay, we got 3 different cards. We're looking for 1 card, Spirit. 1 card, please. Thank you. Oh my lord, that was fast. Okay, for you we have card number 31, Trust Yourself. And just look at all the beautiful wild animals in that card. Oh my gosh. I feel like for you, Aquarius, today is going to be about leaning into the parts of you that are more instinctual and that don't make sense to anybody else. In fact, the less it makes sense to others, the better. We're going to go ahead and peek at the book and see what sticks out to me about the passages. At the deepest levels, we are governed by this force that's so palatable it literally shapes the world. At the same time, it is so invisible that sometimes we forget its presence and worry that our... Sorry, I keep yawning. Worry that our minds have to work everything out for life to happen for us to be all right. You are growing. Don't doubt it. Even if you don't see it yet, remember that so much is happening when the seed is still unbroken in the ground. Simply let it be. Maybe it's just fertilizer for your next step on the path. It's all part of your life process and it's all a sign of growth. Yeah, that's just been kind of an overarching theme of a lot of the oracle cards, which is a combination of like leaning into what you have now, who you have now, and also like allowing ourselves to make whatever happens today, not personal, not about us, not about us being unworthy or rejected or anything like that. It's not that. It's simply that we don't have the same map that the universe has. We are looking at a much more microscopic version of the map. So we don't actually know what lies ahead of different trails. We just know what trails look really good on a surface level. So that is all I have for you today, Aquarius. Thank you for coming to your reading today. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, Pisces, and welcome to your reading today. Let's go ahead and take a look at what oracle card we have for you. Okay. Okay, we're gonna take the top card because that's the one I actually saw. And look, she's swimming. And I think there's... Is she swimming or is she flying? There's like birds in the background, but it's all blue, so I thought she was swimming. Card number 4, against the grain. Swimming against the currents. Doing things in a way that feels right to you. I'm going to take a look at the book and see what it has to say. I've actually never drawn that card before. So, and I'm not going to read the whole thing. All these passages are super long. I'm just going to read what pops out to me. You want to make possible what others say cannot be. You are a radical dreamer, a sacred rebel, and you bring the light of a more positive future to this world. Okay, so yeah, leaning into your positivity. Leaning into the Delulu. The universe so loves you for your unusual take on things, for the quirkiness in you that dares to honor that which is different and renders the impossible possible. The price you pay for the gift of individuality is that you must take care of it and guard it so that you are not dulled down and conditioned into playing at being something you are not. Ooh, so like maybe for you, the disappointment that comes in today is a way in which you must acquiesce and sacrifice parts of who you are, what you want, and you are simply not willing to do that. And I love that for you. I feel like for you, Pisces, today the disappointment isn't... I feel like you're having the easiest time not taking it personally. I think you're having the easiest time kind of like just knowing this isn't for you and being cool about it. So congrats on being the most easygoing sign today. That is all I have for you, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day today. Bye.